Hello and welcome to the Ecosystem Review. This is a continuation of Carla's segment from Alephium Assemble. I'm just going to be giving you the Ecosystem Review. This is not the new series that I have been promising. That is called, and this is Alpha, Alephium Aware, and that will be coming next week. So for today I am basically just going to start and pledge to continue every 2 weeks a delivery of the Ecosystem Review. So you're going to know what has been going on in the Alephium ecosystem over the last 14 or so days. I'm not quite as lovely as Carla, but I hope you can stick with me for the duration of this video. I won't take up much of your time. My job is just to inform you. Let's go. Now, I actually wrote the notes for this show over the weekend, and it's now Monday afternoon, and there's been some more updates since I did that. So I'm going to start with the newest things first. That is the number guessing war from No Trust Verify, up on screen now. This looks like a pretty cool game. No Trust Verify always dropping bangers. Chain Reaction was amazing, so I'm sure number guessing war is going to inspire some people. Go give it a play now. It's live on Alephium. The other thing is the Walking Cat has launched the second case of Alpha Detectives, except the only thing is it was solved super fast, and he's such a good guy that he has gone and given people back their entries because nobody expected it to get solved so fast. I'm going to put a video, a screenshot up on screen now of the guy who solved it so fast, explaining how he did it, what his reasoning was. Good job to you. Yeah. That's the latest stuff. Now let's rewind back to what's happened over the last 2 weeks. The thing you probably want to know about most is when PalFi. Well, I can't tell you. Don't know. Don't have the exact date, but we're very close. So please just hang on a little bit. Well, what you can do is go to our March to mainnet reports, which we drop every single Friday. That's where you're going to get most of the information, and you can probably decipher just how close we are. In the last one, we talked about some reward distribution contracts. So if we're at that point, and also doing UI design, the new light theme, you can kind of gather that we are super close. Like I did say a few weeks ago that we were weeks away. As far as I know, we are literally on the verge of doing this. So please keep an eye out. Patience is super appreciated. I have seen some snarky comments, some sarcastic ones in Telegram, but guys, I know you want it. We want it too. So, you know, just a little bit to do. Now, one thing I do want to mention is shout out to Ilias, front-end developer. He has gone through the code base and given it a massive cleanup and just reduced the whole size and weight. This kind of code hygiene is really good. It matters more than it sounds. For some of us who are non-techie, it's hard to really understand what it means, but he has put a really good blog together, which we shared on the Alephium Twitter. So if you scroll down, it's somewhere there in the last 2 weeks. A few other things from the dev side. We've got a watch only wallet mode. We've also got upgrades to the staking UX, which is looking super sleek, so really nice job, Ilias and Mika. The backend from Hongqiao, he got a finalizer service merge to handle chain reorganization. What does that mean to you? I don't know, but apparently that's really good. On the Alfland side, we've got YY working on Alfland, you know, around the clock, and she is working on something really cool. It's, you know, upgrades to the dashboard and new feeds and stuff, but it's not quite ready to launch. It needs more testing, so heads up to her. No, hands up to her. Hands up to all of them, really. The team are in heads down mode because they're all just working to get things over the line, but not rushing. They need to do things right the first time. You guys have seen what's happened in the news when people don't check their code. It leaves room for exploit, and Alephium is designed to be exploit free, but you never know. You have to be super careful, triple check with a whole team looking over the code. That's kind of a good thing for you guys, even if it takes a bit slower to launch. the extra care will serve you in the long run. So that's it for the internal stuff. Let's have a look at the ecosystem. Starting with Links Labs. So Links Labs has upgraded their pricing API. That means there's more tokens covered. There's better low liquidity filtering, more transparent metrics. There's more numbers, a cleaner and more accurate APY display, 90 plus utilization rate, zero bad debt. Pretty much, Links is just smashing it on all fronts, so you should definitely go and follow Links_labs. I gave them a big shout out last week on social media from the Alephium main handle, which is well earned. You guys should do the same if you want to. Links Labs is a superstar. I'm just always bullish on what they're doing. Alephium Finance, another awesome project. They're really active on social media, very, very transparent about their burns, about their epochs, their mechanisms, their rewards. Everything going on there is really cool. Now, I know they've doubled down on incentives. It was 40,000 EX coin or token plus 3,500 ALF in the ALF EX pool at the end of the most recent epoch, which is really cool. Voting APR was around 270%. So if you're into providing liquidity and governance, that is really worth your attention. Don't sleep on Alephium. Now, I mentioned number guessing war earlier from No Trust Verified, but that's not the only new thing they've dropped this week. They've clearly been very busy. They dropped the token furnace just before that. Now, this token furnace basically is a simple on-chain tool to permanently burn tokens, ALF tokens that you don't want anymore. There is no native burn feature on Alephium to do that, so tokens are just, there in existence. But now they've found a way, and that's pretty cool. I don't understand personally why you'd want to burn your ALF, because ALF is awesome. It's the utility coin of our ecosystem. But if you decide that that's what you want to do, then go for it. It is something that exists on a lot of the main L1 ecosystems, and now we have it too. If you know why people would burn their tokens, drop it down in the comments. I'd really like to know, just from a blockchain perspective. It's something that I've never come across before, so please inform me. Another one, Mini Judy. She's a builder. She's built some really awesome stuff, and she contributes in so many different ways around the ecosystem. She put out a post that I really liked. It kind of was like a really solid point about UTXO on proof of work, and how it doesn't have a mutable global registry, so no bug or exploit can actually reach your assets at the protocol level. It's interesting. I've put it up on screen now. That's just the Alephium architecture doing what it's meant to do, and why SUTXO is awesome. Now, Maud, Maud, she's our COO. She's super talented, really amazing, and she won the first ALF Detectives game, so kudos to her. We all know Henry the Coder. It's a well-established project on Alephium that's helped people translate from Solidity to Ralph. But now recently there's a couple more building tools that have organically emerged through the community. One that we made a lot of noise about was Ralph Skills. Ralph Skills came from a team that are building something even bigger, and they felt it was something they needed to help with their own build, and instead of hoarding it for themselves, they generously packaged and delivered it to the community, which is super nice. It's proving pretty popular. I know in the first few days they had over 60 builders using it, and I think because of the dominance of Claude right now as an LLM, and as Claude Cowork and Claude Design and Claude Code, all that stuff, the fact that you can integrate that with Alephium and Ralph is just amazing, so go check that out. But the other project is Ralph Studio. They've been putting out quite a lot of announcements recently, and the latest one was contract verification pages, wallet connected registry, transaction debugger with pre-execution simulation. Not quite sure what that means, but if you're a builder, you probably do. Worth checking out. That's come from a community member, so really cool. And to finish, the halving. the halving, however you want to call it. There is a new game dropping on Alephium today, and it's a game that I've built with DioMark and CGI Bin, who you know, they're moderators from Telegram and Discord, and they're really active builders, community members in Alephium. They're awesome. I really enjoyed the process of working with them on this game. I had this idea. I talked about it in the final Alephium Assemble. Today is Monday 27th and it is live on mainnet right now as I record this. It just went live about an hour ago. We're going to be posting about it. This video is going out on Wednesday, so by the time you see this, you'll already know about the halving, and hopefully you've played. It costs 5 alf for a basic entry, 10 alf for a double entry. It's a countdown clock. It starts at 2026 years. Every entry halves the clock. The double entry double halves it, and the winner takes 80% of the pot. The other 20% goes in the pot for the next game, and it has a prediction gallery. So if you don't want to play the game itself, but you want to predict on which wallet's going to win, you can do that too. And I think that's cool. It's 2 games in one, and we designed it with this Roman Emperor Stoicism theme. I love Stoicism, and I wanted a game that embraced time, Alephium, Stoic endurance, and I've really enjoyed making the content for the X. And if you're not following it, the X page, you know, is going to have some more cool content coming out soon. That's the final thing for now. Okay, so that's the last 2 weeks. Core team getting very close. Projects are delivering. The community is really active and doing what they do best, which is promoting and building on Alephium. Links, Alexium, No Trust Verify, Ralph Studio, Ralph Skills. Doe has been super active as well. I didn't mention them, but Doe has been shipping really cool new products and making more of their tool set available. So really good job to Doe. I'll put something on screen now. Keep an eye on all of these projects. Go and follow them on X. Some of them also have Telegram groups that you can go and be a part of. That's it for me for the ecosystem review. I've probably taken a bit longer than Carla would have, but I'll be back in 2 weeks with the next one. Thank you for watching. I'm Pepper, Head of Marketing, and I approve this message.